All right, so how to progress. So, oftentimes, especially with accessory movements, the best way to progress is slowly. Very small jumps. So, for instance, let's say week to week, I jump you up 1 RPE and I keep reps and sets the same. That would mean that if week 1, your accessories were a little bit below the prescribed RPE, make a little bit larger jump in week 2. Now, if you were a little bit over, keep that in mind for the next week. This is something that you're gonna have to feel out and learn as an athlete, but usually in my programming, not usually, always in my programming, there will be a forced progression with your accessories, whether that's increased sets, increased reps, increased RPE, whatever it is, there will be a forced progression in it. So even if you don't necessarily add weight, there's still gonna be a forced progression oftentimes. The only time that this isn't true is when I have the same sets and reps, and the only thing that changes is an RPE jump. In that case, again, that's still forced progression. You're gonna wanna add weight. But keep them small, keep them conservative. Remember that, this is a long-term game. Now, if you get through week 1 and you make huge jumps in week 2 and you can't even finish week 3, well, we just lost a week of training because, chose to make larger jumps than you needed to. So oftentimes playing the conservative route is the smarter choice. The only time that I would say that this isn't necessarily true is if you are a newer lifter. Generally speaking, you're not gonna overly fatigue yourself to the point where you can't continue making progress. But for those of you bigger, stronger individuals, remember to check that ego at the door. Otherwise, your ego is gonna get checked by your physiology. That's just the way it works. You can only handle so much. So make sure you're being smart in your training. That's really all I have to say about that.